Hi, this is Rusty Dog and I'm still at Roscom Enterprise, continuing on from our last video where I am ranking up in the Empire. You can see a change already. My Python is now blue. Decided on a change. Also, I am currently at 72% Viscount. Hoping that's going to get into the 80s after this run. But this run that I'm going to do now is different because I have two more objectives to complete. And this is the first time I'm going to be doing this, so I thought I would record it live and see how it goes. So, what I've been doing is I'm just testing out different types of missions that will for the Empire that will also rank me up, and it's these type. Well, not particularly. Yeah, these ones. Let me take a look. Yeah, these ones, where you deliver bits to. Lubbock is on this moon or this planet, and also Finch. So what I've been doing is all the ones where they want stuff delivered to Finch, I've been taking them on. So that's now given me this much in the cargo. Okay, yeah, I've got 99 tons of cargo on board, which I'm going to be doing as soon as I've finished the first mission, which is the base assault. So that is my last objective that I'll be filling. And I've got to get it done pretty quickly because some of these missions will finish fairly soonish, an hour and around a bit, as you can see. But there's also other missions. These ones, cracking down, and I'm only taking the ones that are asking me to kill 2 sentries. So I think I've got about 3 or 4 here. I think only 1 or 2 of them are for the Empire, but I'm just trying them out. On the hope that I kill 2 sentries and again multiple missions will complete. So I don't know, I've got nearly 50 missions stacked here, but there you go. Cracking down, kill 2 sentries, sending a message, kill 2 sentries. So I'm hoping that somewhere on my base assault, either going in, coming out, I'll be able to have time to kill 2 sentries. If I don't, what I'll do is I will complete my base assault as normal, and once I'm outside the perimeter, I'll get the SRV shields back up and repaired if necessary, and try and hunt a couple of sentries down. But I can't take too long because I've got to then fly to Finch to drop all this cargo off. So the only other difference is that the ship now has a planetary vehicle hangar with only 1 SRV. So if I get it destroyed, I'm going to come back here and get another SRV, and that's going to cost me quite a considerable amount of time. Maybe if I have a 10 minutes or so, possibly there and back, but it's still time. So first the base assault, then we try and get 2 sentries either on the way in or on the way out. I'm guessing I can, once I've scanned the access terminal, or maybe once I'm going in, I can look at the contact list and see if there's any sentries there.
Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
And then we can take a look. So let's just line up Metcalf. Yeah, okay, run too far there. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
And now my vector's over here for some strange reason.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So I've done this run about 3 or 4 more times since my last video, and I'm going to get a little bit more acquainted with things. It's not to say that I'm any better at it, but I certainly, yeah, I messed up with the SRV on the last one. I was banging into all sorts, sliding around. Still managed the mission though, no problem. But little refinements like going up to 50 kilometers or so before settling it down, turning it upside down, keeping it on the 0 to attain the maximum speed around that I can get. Hear the sound? That's the sound when it's going at its maximum. If you dip under, you hear? The sound goes down. So I want to maintain on the 0 somewhere. Don't want to get too high in altitude, really. And I think at somewhere between 50, 75 is where I want to try and keep it. And then once I get to about, I would say between 250 and 300 kilometers out, I just kill the power. And there is my favorite little, no, it's a bit shallow, my favorite little crater next to the big one. That's what I want to be. And now what I'm trying to do is stop it from dipping below 25 kilometers in height until I reach a, I don't know what you would call it, until I can dip the nose down to about 30 degrees and come in that way. That's the angle of entry I want. So 26, that's okay. So again, approaching Metcalfe, I'm keeping it slightly on the left of the glide scope. And now I have the 3 turrets at the bottom, as you can see. And now what I'm going to do is boost in, and pretty much in the middle there you can see a smooth bit and then a bumpy bit above it. This is kind of where I want to be. So, I'm definitely in the wrong fire group. There we go. Now there's usually a crater that I look for, and I think I've missed it. I think it's this one, that one. I want to be somewhere around there. So there you can see on the left hand side of my windscreen there is the perimeter, which I don't really want to get within. Stay outside of 3 kilometers. So let's take out the Jenny, which is that tiny little building in front of the big one. There it is. Now I believe I'm gonna have no sentries here, so down we come.
Landing gear deployed.
My priority is not the sentry missions, really. It's to get this job done. If I can manage to take out sentries, I will. But it is certainly not a priority. So, again, 4 pips to systems, 2 to engines, and in here I want to synthesize a repair just right there, just have it ready, just in case I need it. Now, I don't need to dismiss my ship because by the time I get inside the base, it's going to be about 3 kilometers away anyway, and it'll disappear on its own. So let's go. Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to need if I'm going to take out sentries, what the fuck? What the hell was that? Run out of time? No way. How did that happen? I'm sure all the missions were done well in time. All of them were over an hour, and I haven't been an hour at this. Well, I don't understand that. But okay, as long as it's only the one. I shouldn't really be in this piece of land here. This is all going wrong already. I'm using my ship as a reference as to where I am. Oh damn! You know, pressing the wrong things really isn't helping. I think there's a sentry around here. There's certainly a defense turret there. Again, my priority. Priority is this. Oh, that didn't help, did it? Wow, it's taking my shields down for me. Under quite severe stuff here. Just going to wait till the flak I'm taking is going to die down. My problem is that I have... Oh, I'm not going to do these sentries, I don't think. My problem is that I have these menus on my... I don't know what you call them. They're not the triggers, they're the buttons above the triggers on my gamepad. Because, as you might know, I do use a gamepad for the SRV. Now how the hell do I find a sentry? I think it's on the other side of the installation. I think I'll have to fly right through. Drive right through, I should say. I'll tell you what. I can't do it with the turret. Seriously, I can't. Done. Let's get the hell out of here. So they did get done then. And I didn't have to go all the way to the other side. The reason I know it's on the other side is because when I landed and did this mission the first time ever, I landed on that other side, or I ended up on that other side in the SRV, and I got chased by a few sentries, as I recall. So I'm losing more hull on the way there and the way back than in the mission. So now we've got to get the ship and fly to Finch. And the only reason I'm doing these is because it's for the Empire and... yeah, for the Empire. No, it's for the Empire, and therefore will result in further rank progression. So one of the data retrievals failed, doesn't matter. No biggie. Oh, look where you're landing, way on the edge. I was gonna have the Python in white, but once I get back into my Anaconda and do some trading, are you kidding me? Why? These are failing before time. I need to go onto the Frontier forums and ask why this happens. And it would also be nice if, when you got here... oh, thank you. That it showed you all the ones that were completed, and it said transactions, and then in brackets how many you had. Have I ranked up just with that then? 72, I can't remember. See, 4 hours, 2 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I will keep flicking to the wrong screen. I don't know why. I think it's just simply trying to rush everything. So, boosting around. Actually, it's probably not the smartest idea because I need to boost to the point where Finch is there. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So this is just a test, really. These extra objectives, just to see how it would work out. Clearly on the wrong side of this. I need that dot to be solid. There we go. I'm going to gain more altitude now because it's further away. Okay, so I'm going to do, yeah, about 150, I think. Where the hell is it? going to assume that it's going to pop into view at some point. There it is. Try and keep it on the 0 if I can. Okay, I can descend a little bit now, I think. Once I get it under 1 megameter. Okay. I don't know whether I've got this right or not. I'm killing the speed. It feels fast. I'm telling you, it feels a bit fast. Yeah. Are we okay? Yeah, we are. That was nice then, it worked out well. Yes, very well.
Docking request granted.
Great. Just dock me in the worst possible place. Right, a couple of failed missions then. As far as I'm aware, everything had plenty of time on it, but I will double, triple check if I ever do these type of missions again, and I'll make sure that I've got at least maybe a couple of hours minimum, so I can't run out of time with any. Theoretically.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Now of course doing this means an extra stop off, so it's more time, but it's extra stuff. Come on, bulletin board. So we give that cargo. What's that done? 72. If this doesn't, oh, that won't affect anything. See, I told you most of these are not Empire missions. I've got cut the power ones here though. If it's on Metcalf, I'll take them. So this one, did it affect anything? Well, no, I think would be the answer to that. Yep, I'll take that. I could just go back to Metcalf now and destroy the generator. So they're all against Metcalf, these guys. Look at this. There was a mission I had up here that was 2.1 million. So okay, I now need to get back to Metcalf and hand my missions in. Does the clock still run? I think it does, right? The clock still runs until you hand them in. Okay, cargo should be empty. Right, that can only be because of the mission that failed, right? Right. So we'll dump that. Once we get into Super Cruise, we'll dump it. So I don't think I'm going to bother doing these missions to Finch or Lubbock because I'm not sure if it's paying off. Why is the dock going that way around? I need that gyroscope dock right underneath. There we go. Okay, up we go. Clear the mast lock.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Again, I'm going to need to gain about 150 kilometers to give myself some decent speed when I level up. Okay, let's try that. Let's come down quickly as possible because otherwise we're going to be way too high. So I just want to keep that gyroscope dot. Looks like it's the opposite direction. I'm going to keep it on top. And I seem to have gained quite a bit of altitude in the meantime. Resulting in the fact that Metcalfe Keep has now gone from 4 to 5 megameters away. But I think it won't take too long at this pace. Oh, slow down. I wonder what that's from. Okay, we can certainly drop in now. Why am I going to Metcalfe? Roscombe I need to go to. Oh. How many of you were calling that one? Roscombe. Pretty much next door. I'm okay, I'm still at good altitude. Yep. Oh Jesus. Well, whatever. Cargo if I can help it. Okay, so this is okay. I'm coming in at around 30 degrees, which is pretty much what I want. Seems to work out at a decent angle. Let's kick some power on. Okay, popping into glide. Just keep it right there. I've had better. I've had worse.
Docking request granted.
No, number 6 is the next one. points 5 and 6.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Let's cash these in then before they run out and see where we are. Okay, so 427.2. That was a bit higher before, but I've done donation missions while collecting all the ones I had, so 72%. I'll be back when these are done. Last one. And I'm going to take these before they change their mind. So 434.6 million, which means blah, 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 what? 427, so 428, 429, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, yeah. 7.4 million I earned on that little run. And it was mainly from the base assault, all of that. I think the giving the cargo and taking out the 2 sentries was peanuts really by comparison. So I was 72 Baron. No, I wasn't. I was 72 Viscount. Yeah, I was 72 Viscount. That's what I was. Right, hopefully into the 80s. Yes, 82. So that's 10%. So I'm 18 away. So if I split that up into 2, if I can do 2 more of those runs and gain 9% on each, then I could just, but I'm going to have to stack at least 40 missions. Yeah, 40, 45 missions each time, which takes a while. That will then get me to do the Naval Ascension mission to Count. Now it's just past midnight here, so I don't know whether I want to do it now. I'm going to have to do another run now because I've already started stacking some missions. But I don't know whether I'll do the last run after that. I don't know. Okay, so there you go. That's another way of doing it. Just by adding a couple of more objectives. Is it worth it? It doesn't take too long to go to Finch or Lubbock, really. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to do both of them. If we take a look at the system map, you'll see how this is all laid out. You'll see that, you know, I'm here, my destination's here. Finch is where I went to, which is right on the other side, and Lubbock is over here. So there are missions to those places as well, but just do those for the Empire. Don't do them for non-Empire, because it's not going to help your ranking at all. And to be honest, I don't know how the intricacies of this, but I've even toyed with the idea of taking on missions for the independents here. Cubeo Silver and Cubeo Jet Council, and then failing them, just abandoning them, so I actually lose reputation with them. And the reason for that is I'm just wondering, if I do that, whether they will be less forthcoming with missions for me, which will then allow more space on the bulletin board for the Empire to give me the missions that I want. Now, of course, I don't know whether that's going to work. And the other thing to remember is, while I'm stacking missions and jumping from solo to group to open and stuff. Now and again you do get these donation missions that pop up, and along the way they will affect your ranking. I'm 83 now, so I might end up leaving here to do my next run and I'm already at 87%. So what if I can get to 90% when I leave? Then I only have to do another 10%. So it's feasible that I could get to 100% in just one run, because when I started I was at 65%, and as I was stacking the missions up I was doing donation missions, so I went from 65 to 72%, so I gained 7% in donations alone before I left. So in effect I gained 17% for the entire run, and as you can see at 83 I'm 17% back. What doesn't help is these missions. These are just extra money, so I might skip these. I don't need the 67,000, but I will do cut the power ones for non-Federation because they pay better. But these, I think I'm just going to stack with Federation missions now, and the only time they're going to be non-Fed is if they cut the power, because they can pay between 300,000, sometimes I got one for 481,000, so they're close on 500,000 per go. So yeah, that's how we're going right now. And also what I'd like to see, you see I've got two groups here. Obviously this is quite a strange request because not many people are going to need this unless you're mission stacking and you're in more than one group. But I would like it that when I press escape it says current game mode private group, and in brackets tell me the name of the group here, so that I'll know which one of the groups I'm in case I'm in multiple groups. A normal person would remember what group they're in because they'd be in it for a reason. But I'm flipping between the groups so often. So I've got a little marker on my desk here that I move around. And see, like this one, look, I'll take this because it's good money. And yeah, I've got a little marker on my desk. When it's on the left hand side, I know I'm in Mobius group. When it's on the right hand side, I know I'm in Lukosa group. See, this is decent money, 116,000, so I will take that one. Again, 4 sentries. Not really interested. I'll do 2, maybe. 4? Nah. Okay, so I know because my counter's on my left that I'm in Mobius group, and I knew that anyway. And now I'm going to move it across to the right because I'm going into Lukosa. Just a little aide de memoire, if you like. It's to keep me reminded of where I am. Because sometimes I can be in the group, maybe get up, go and get a bite to eat, make a cup of tea or something, come back and then think, which private group was I in? Can't remember. So it'd be nice to have these little bits of information on the screen, particularly in the transactions. But again, there you go. Again, mission stacking. How many times do you have 40 missions waiting to go? But it would be nice anyway to show on the transactions tab how many you have. Even in the contacts, like transactions, and in brackets, you know, 15 or something, and in the contacts, just the brackets and then how many contacts you have. I mean, they've certainly got room for it, haven't they? Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, shrink the font, whatever. Ah, finally. One for the Empire. Okay. That's it then. If you want to rank up, if you don't want to rank up but you want to earn some decent money, then go ahead. I mean, once I get 2 more million here, I will have then earned 60 million in the last, what, 3 days just doing this, and I'm ranking up at the same time as a bonus. But to be honest, it's the other way around for me. The bonus is the money, because the goal is the ranking up, because I want the eligibility to purchase an Imperial cutter, should I so wish. That's what I'm after. Alright then, so I think we're done here, Empire ranking. I'll say one other thing. I can't go into too much detail right now because I'm not there, but there's also another system which I read about on Reddit, so thanks to the person who put it. Sorry I don't remember your name, but it's the system HIP 10716. Okay, HIP space 10716. That's another 160, 180 light years from here, further out. And basically it's a case of landing at a station called Morgan something, I don't know, Morgan Depot I think it might be, and you're stacking missions like I think it's cracking down, and also which are the sentries missions to take out at least 4 sentries, or maybe 6 I think you can shoot for, I don't know, and also the cut the power missions. And then you go to Morgan, get the missions, stack them up, then you fly to another base there called Fernandez something, and then you take out the generator, and that's your cut the power missions done. And then to do the sentries, you fly around the back of it. It's like a Y shape. If you imagine it as a Y-shaped installation, then imagine the top of the Y as being like a pair of legs, if you like. So you're flying literally in between the legs, pointing towards the crotch area, if you like. And apparently 4 sentries get spawned there. So you just drop a missile on them, and you should be able to complete those missions as well, the taking out the sentries missions. So I think you probably don't need an SRV for that, from what I can gather. I might go there at some point. Right now I'm fairly comfortable here at Cubeo, so it might be worth looking at. I did find that information on Reddit. I'm not a Reddit member or a user or whatever, I just got that from the Google search pages, but it's another way to rank up, and apparently it's pretty decent as well. And from what I can gather, I can't confirm it, but I think pretty much most of the missions that ask you to do those 2 things, cutting the power and killing the sentries, are Empire. This is what it is. These are the 2 you take when you get to, when you fly to HIP 10716, you land at Morgan, and you take these 2 types of missions. Performance review, which is taking out 2 or 4 sentries. So you pile them up, you pile the open the gate ones up, you go there, take out the generator, which is, okay, I'm going to see if I can describe this. So the base is like in the shape of a Y. If you point the ship at the crotch, assuming that the Y shape is a pair of legs, if you point the ship at the crotch there, then you're pointing it also at a building. Well, behind that building, on the other side of the wall, there's a smaller installation, which is the generator. You know how small they are, we've seen those. So you approach it from the other side first, let's call it the north, and take out the generator, swing round to the south, get in between the legs, okay, and take out the sentries that spawn there, and I think that's it. Again, I'm sorry I can't be more detailed, that's only what I read. I hope I've read it right, but it may pay to try, if you're going to try it, if you're going to go all that way and try it, just to recce the place first on the first mission and see how the land lies. So anyway, good luck. I don't know if it's more profitable than this. It's probably going to be about the same, maybe, depending on how many missions you can stack. But as I said, if it was close by, then this video that I'm doing now would have been done at HIP 10716, and we would have investigated that. But I find the distance from here to there, it's just too far away. And I'll show you. If I go to HIP 10716, you'll see that it's 178 light years from me, and I am 196 away from Shinrarta, so it's further away still, if you see what I mean. But hey, maybe you want to go there. This is definitely the end of the video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.